So the weird part is, like, because of everything that I've experienced in Philadelphia since 2011, there's a girl over here walking around, and the way she was looking around, it's almost, she came across as like someone on a bike who was, you know, thrown off, you know, bewildered and lost because, you know, there's some sort of Armageddon disaster going on. Or she looked like in the movie The Sixth Sense. There's a scene where a biker gets hit, which often happens in Philadelphia, and the dead biker rolls up next to the car in which Cole is the main character, Haley Joel Osment, and his mom are sitting. You know, the person on the bike rolls up to the car. Those are breaking into Brooks right now. You know, the girl who's walking the bike over there kind of looked like she was in movie space. It's hard to explain, because say a weird disaster occurred and people are walking around in awe or bewilderment or confusion, if you will, and that's how she came across. Not everybody comes across that way, so but it can happen where people play into something big time. Up today. I took my time coming out this morning. I woke up a little bit later than usual, even though it's still on the early side for some people. And I made the smoothie, my usual smoothie situation. Every day I'm like, did I list the right number? Because sometimes I forget, you know, which day I finished up and which day I'm on for the smoothie. And I have to fix it and everything. So I made the smoothie, then came out, and there you go. So I noticed when I came out of the back of the building there, I looked to the left down 17th Street because I came off of Moravian or whatever, and I noticed the concierge had opened the door, and you know, we won't talk about how bad Philly is in terms of a show and putting on living arts on the street, and anyway, I wondered just now, as if someone was like, I wonder if she was giving a signal that you came out the back door. They know I sometimes come out the back, go out the back door, because, you know, I avoid a lot of riffraff in the lobby, and people love to play games. It's really disturbing if you're a very mature person who wants to have a quality life and wants to, you know, have, you know, the occasional friend or a social network in which people are awesome, and maybe they grab dinner every once in a while or breakfast or whatever, and, you know, you talk about neat things, and no one's part of a stupid rogue theater group that never ever got a job in theater. There's a time and place for theater. That's why we buy tickets and people get paid to act. And if you're doing stuff on the street on purpose to play a game, it's like cheap thrills, and it's dumb. Someone did say, someone said that someone said that the games that these people play, they might know that it just grates on the nerves of people who just want to be normal, want to be decent human beings. It's like having a bunch of gremlins who just love to pull at people's, you know, like yank their chains or what have you. And I see barricades at Chase. Certain stores or what have you will get the barricades, you know, in case anything. Although they did have street work here, which you can see. That's from street work. So it's possible they needed barricades for that. So anyway, you know, after 2011, the amount of people engaging in forms of street theater, and even all-out harassment, things left in front of my door and windows, inside the building where I lived, which was really like a home converted to apartments, and outside, you know, that's all-out extreme intimidation and harassment. So in that case, I saved some of the objects. Like, I saved some of the things. I have little tiny plastic bags where I saved, you know, you know, evidence, basically. I was so overwhelmed, there was only so much I could do back then. We were talking, Philadelphia was a firestorm machine of all-out idiots. I am so not kidding. These people were willing to do something. I was tortured so badly, and wondering, a lot of it is like, no one will talk to me or explain what it is, or I have no clue who like 90% of these people are, or why they're doing it. And it's like, can you imagine a bunch of people deciding, you know, that they're gonna change your life forever? And then they'll try to make it seem like, oh, well, you're like new and improved. I don't think so. I want to shoot everybody in the face, and I mean it. I am so not kidding. There are people who think that, you know, they're considered friends-ish, even though they don't really show up or whatever. But I would think it's funny if they got hit by a Mack truck. Oh, justice did serve up cold. There was no reason to do this. And to not engage, like if people thought it was like some sort of improvement project, which you can't do to someone who's an adult already and already has had many jobs, has a whole career, this, that, and the other. Can you imagine? First of all, I don't believe in other people ambushing people and then calling it improvement, but can you imagine people pretending that they, you know, acting as if they were supposed to change your life? And you're like, it's an odd feeling to be the one they ambush. It reminds me of, there was a time period when these things kept happening. Like, there would be stories of, you know, someone being elected as homecoming queen who was like the least, you know, least expected person to get it. Like, it would be a whole bunch of people wanted to change stereotypes, or they wanted to humiliate someone who's like, I don't want to be homecoming queen because I'm not the norm. Now I'm going to be exploited in front of everyone, feeling like a fat, ugly cow. And people who don't look like your typical cheerleader, if they don't look like a cheerleader, they feel like a fat,